Okay, we're streaming. Dog, I swear to fucking God. Stop. My little fucking shit. It's like, I want to get up and run around. Lay down. Okay, both streaming. Cool. D&D VC. No, it's not made for kids. Yeah, there will be. There is absolutely no way in hell this is going to be made for kids.
Oh, I think Mura said something. Oh, I can hear his, like, audio sensor moving.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh, look at that! Murrah perfectly retimed! Damn, that was perfect timing, too.
Yo!
You breathe.
Yeah, I miss you too, bro.
I fell asleep. I just woke up.
That sucks. That's your
Oh.
fault. Well, guess what? We're playing D&D now. So,
Yep.
They're finally awake.
okay.
Don't worry, you have only 5 people, and this is gonna be a filler one. You probably won't have to think that much here.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start, and if you guys want to mute yourself, go ahead and feel free to.
Okay.
Okay. And hello, and welcome back, everybody. Now that everything's all set up and said and done, I think supposedly today is Lunar New Year's, if that's correct. I'm not entirely sure. I do know that's basically the reason why one of our players is currently out. We have a very small player selection today, due one just being himself. One is currently in the army. One is dealing with power issues of his great country. It's totally great. By great, I mean the great government that's basically making this quote-unquote great. And one's actually got papers. College is very important. I'm absolutely not arguing with that one. I mean, I'm not arguing with plenty of others, but just do your fucking college work. But anyways, so we're down by 5 players, but we have 5 players in today. And today we got, well, yeah, this. Okay, so to recap what happened. Last time, you guys basically managed to return home back from Colombia and to find this landship actually plugged into Lungmen. They seem to be pretty much docking and doing all the procedures to prepare for a dock. As you guys go ahead and land, Calcit goes ahead and immediately reprimands Mulesies for her absolute terrible idea of a prank and invites everybody to come down to medical offices where they will begin to open up the casket. You guys go over down to the casket and swear to God you almost thought someone was inside the casket when it turns out nobody was in there. Well, at least you thought for several seconds until one of you actually noticed someone actually running away from the scene. You guys tried to pursue the person, and despite the fact that you guys were pretty much faster than them, they pretty much pulled a very odd card of basically managing to go straight through the walls. And as a consequence, they find that he's basically going to where the doctor was. You guys all run up to where the doctor's office is to find him, to find Gravel lashed against the wall, struggling to get out of it, possibly to stab the intruder in the face, while the doctor is still in his coma, yet the man leaves some documents down underground and blueprints as well. You all basically do not know what these say. They're in some type of language that you can't understand, as a consequence of this, you all try to take out the appender, but oddly enough, despite even your best efforts possible, the man completely ignores them. Even so much as going ahead to send somewhat of a warning shot at you and getting you almost shot, 3 of you almost shot in the face, which would have been quite ugly. Thankfully, nobody seemed to get hurt as the person completely escaped from everyone's clutches. As such of what happened, everybody seems to calm down enough. You all spend about around an hour talking to each other until you slowly start to feel nighttime and the long day and the long fights you've had start to finally press down weight upon you. You all can finally take a long rest if you would like to. In fact, Saria pretty much looks up at all of you as she basically clears her throat. Operators of the landship team, I do believe you have some rest owed. If I'm being frank, While we would, of course, love the assistance so much as search for this, I don't think it's actually necessary. Mainly, I think we've already lost them. Rather than wasting precious energy, I think you all should actually have a... Well, I think you all should go ahead and return in for the night. Besides, there's other operators we can go and have this. I'll go ahead and let the operators outside on the deck to go ahead and keep a lookout for any figures or anything of the such. Though, she goes ahead and looks over at the wall, where she looks at a window. Where you can look, you actually see the landship outside, and just beyond outside is a straight drop down. And she speaks up. I don't think anyone's going to see anything anyways. None the matter. The person that managed to come up all the way over here didn't seem to actually hurt the doctor. In any case, I wouldn't be much more upset about it if they didn't actually try to hurt you. But you're not injured in any case. How about you all return in for the night? You guys on offers. Q, you are still in medical reporting to Calcit. Saria takes the plans from your hands, just goes and looks at them. She raises an eyebrow, as if the first thing she notices how undecipherable they are, at least immediately. She rolls them up carefully and keeps them in her hand, her strong grip. Nothing's going to be able to pull those out. Okay, Rally. If you're going to go ahead and turn in for the sleep, why don't you go ahead and report over here. Report by the doorway if you all are going to go take a long rest. People that are not here are automatically going to be taking a long rest. Anyways. Trench is possibly going to go take a long rest. Okay. It's not badly injured, so rest would be appreciated. Texas does go ahead and follow with you very closely. Even if you walk away, she immediately follows each and every footstep you take. Custodio, is there anything you'd like to do? You seem to be not with the group, so I'm assuming you have something else? No? Did you know me? Okay, little fucker. Okay, so then in that case, there's only one thing that's left to do. You all are going to be going down to taking a long rest, a well-deserved one, but all except for Q. Q, what are you going down to medical for? Because at the moment, you basically see people somewhat in a state, though you see mostly everybody seems to be studying the sarcophagus, so Calcit is the one talking to the other operators, as if she's wanting to get their, well, record of what they saw. Okay. Is there anything specific you want to say before she go ahead and gives your response? And yes, Rally. You think robot stream of literature? Do you think replicated rabbit stream of rapid gashes? Do you think? Shut the fuck up. I was done what I said to Cal. I just have to find the chat. Go ahead, fellas. It's gay to breathe. Shut the fuck up. All my fellas. All my fellas. Up, all my fellas. Oh my fucking god. Mura, you're gay showing. Elsa turns you as you go ahead and say that. She lets you finish your entire sentence before she nods. And simply speaks out. Thank you for the report. We're going to be investigating everything that happens from here on out. And here to the cameras to whatever happens outside. We very much appreciate your efforts in trying to apprehend the person that escaped from the sarcophagus. Frankly, boyfriend's bewildered the fact that someone's able to move so briskly the moment they have stepped out of a sarcophagus. And I won't lie, I am too. No matter. Nobody's hurt. But for now, why don't you go ahead and get some rest. Tomorrow, we will have your payment of your operation in full when you go ahead and wake up. For now, why don't you go ahead and have a good sleep. You are dismissed. Okay. Do you all wish to go to Eep? Okay. You all eventually go over down to your rooms actually, to go ahead and get yourself some pretty good sleep. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, cool. Give me just a second, please. Okay. Okay, you all managed to go back down over to your dorms successfully. Oh, yeah. Give me a second. I actually forgot two specific creatures. Notice that Ruben doesn't seem to be, well, present. Texas looks over at Giuseppe, seeing the fact that you asked that, she raises an eyebrow and whispers to you. He went to Hohei's room. She whispers very subtly. I think you understand what he's probably doing. Most of the operators seem to have went to bed. It is rather late anyways. Not all of them, of course. Giuseppe, when you tell Texas that, she stares into your eyes, and you can see her tail slowly start to wag behind her before she immediately grabs you by the arm and starts pulling you towards your room. It doesn't seem like something that she was asking you a question anyways. She's pulling you into your room. She even kicks open the door with her foot, perfectly on the lock, and poops it over. As she pulls over and slams the door closed. And down you go. So, I got a question for you, Kai. Did you bring condoms? Did you buy condoms this time? I don't recall you buying condoms. Because you know exactly what I'm about to ask. Let me have the moment. I wish them for that. Bradley, your dog actually goes ahead and closely follows you. Every single time you basically walk a step ahead of you, it seems to follow you closely. Though he definitely is eyeing you up. Eyeing you up more as in the sense of a dog seems to be wanting something. And considering the fact you fed him, he might be wanting something specific. And you probably know exactly what he's wanting. Considering the fact he's gently whimpering to you. The less attention you give him, the more noises he makes. What a roll for pull-out game? The con save. Pull-out game. Sorry, man. Even time, and you know exactly what happens. People that pull out still sometimes get pregnant, so you know exactly what that means. And pull-out game is disadvantaged, by the way. Because you're purposely trying not to knock her up. Okay, so I'm gonna need you to roll me a con save at disadvantage. If you roll snake eyes, if you roll snake eyes, nat 20s, I will laugh my ass off because I know exactly what that means. Uh-oh. 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 Oh no! Oh no! Hey, Texas? She fucking rolls. So, she rolled. She rolled. Yeah, she rolled twice. Oh yeah, no, I did 2 GM. So, Giuseppe. Do you want me to tell you the answer now, or do you want me to tell you the answer in 7 months? Because she is not pregnant. She got a 5 and a 4. I got scared shitless. What do you mean scared shitless? You're literally knocking up your wife. Have you hyped for nothing? Okay. Yes, your night goes as active as you want. Your clothes are almost ripped off you, and especially her own at the point. Poor Jinkon, of course, has to endure the noises that you two made. Thankfully, the noises that you two made were not as, well, bad. Okay. They were pretty bad. Because there was quite a lot of sex, considering the fact of what happened. But, thankfully, despite the fact that you're no condoms, she seems to be completely fine. Hey, looks like you're not going to be a father. Yet. Oh, the funny part was, despite the fact that you, pulling out, you couldn't actually stop yourself from, let's say, unloading inside a little bit, quote unquote. So, I'm not saying your pull-out game was weak, but your pull-out game was weak. Oh my god, Jinkon's here! Wait, what the fuck?
Are you guys fucking having sex again? Oh my god.
Yeah! What the fuck, you're here?
Yeah, Jinkon retroactively is gone.
Yeah! I was like, yeah, Jinkon's not gonna be happy about this. Okay, so, Jinkon, yes, Jinkon, of course, as you're in the middle of doing this, Jinkon, of course, dips down to another place. She's at this point well within her rights to start, reporting you, considering the fact that you two Lupos just do not know, you just need to, like, learn what gentle means. I don't think you understand the terminology of what gentle is, but considering the fact you two had a great night's sleep of a long rest, everybody, and yes, you too, Jinkon, you're getting one too, despite the fact that you going down to medical department and going to sleep over there, where everybody in medical department takes good care of everybody from Rhine Labs. You all get a long rest. Your nights go ahead, and you all eventually fade into sleep. As you sleep, what the fuck are you posting? Experimental lecture. Okay, you're doing that. Okay. One. You guys all pretty much have some very unsettling dreams. You're not actually sure exactly how to describe them. On one half of the dream was basically more or less seeing those pink eyes and those large pink teeth with like psychic fire pretty much reaching out for you, as if trying to brand your own brain with them. And then another half is basically another pink form of, well, energy, but it doesn't actually seem like fire. It seems like a person. The person in question, you're not entirely sure what they're saying, though they definitely do try to speak to you. Even though the words never reach you, nor do you understand any of them anyways. He still tries to so much as reach out to you. In the entire dream, you eventually do wake up with just one word in your mind. Creation. Despite the very unsettling dreams, you do all eventually wake up. Now, today is your long rest. You now have taken a long rest, and today you can do really whatever you would like to. Yeah, Giuseppe's having a good time. No fucking shit. You don't fucking say. Now, today you guys can basically do whatever you want. You can basically take see if you can get an operator to go on a date with, or you can go ahead and actually do some work to try to improve your gear, or try to do stuff, research, try to create weapons, try to get more money. Regardless of the fact, you actually do know for the fact of when you guys wake up, and the multiple chats that you are with some operators, apparently Lungmen operators have made it back onto the ship. You guys can actually go to the ship entrance to go ahead and meet some of them if you would like. Operators specifically from Lungmen, of course. In the form of such, Trench does get up. While really walks past everybody, waves at everybody, claiming that he's going to go ahead and get breakfast, specifically with Mostima and Fiametta, before going ahead and disappearing. Lucius, man, he's having a good damn sleep. What do you think, Lucius? You want to go see Even Holes? Hey, it's okay, Lucius. Don't worry. Take your time. Don't worry. Don't worry, Lucius. We'll you can talk whenever you're ready to. Diocese is probably going to go down to the workshop. They're going to go talk to Blenny Shine and the such. Texas and Giuseppe, you both are having a pretty good sleep. Ruben, of course, is still not here, possibly getting raped by Hoyak. Let's be honest. It is probably very likely that. I'm just going to be blunt here. That's probably exactly what's going to happen. And
Tail.
Tail? Yeah, no. Shut the fuck up. Don't say tail. You're going to remind me of the Reed tail thing, and I don't want to put that image in my head anymore. That's the point. Fuck all of you. I'm your fucking DM. Don't make me have your, like, girlfriend, like, slit your throat or some shit.
Yes, please.
Anyways. Jinkon, your power armor is going to stay inside your room. In fact, eventually we're making a separate sheet for Rally and Jinkon, so the power armor can be whatever you want the name to be, and to be completely yours. Soon. Okay, starting with Jinkon. What do you want to do today? Considering the fact that you are now here and you're the first one to leave the room, what do you want to do for today? Do you want to see the Lungmen operators? Do you possibly want to explore Lungmen? Or do you have anything else you would like to do? I'll be going down the line, don't worry. Depending on what you guys say, you'll probably be in the group or not. I guess any character should probably go home to her parents since she grew up here. Far removed from whatever shit you guys are up to. Since I'm being very absent. So, you don't want to be with the friend... So, do you want to be with the party, or do you just want to say you dipped? She dips. Okay. You are going to be currently dipping at the moment. I'm just going to say your... Let me just go ahead and put a thing right here. This states that you are dipping. Let me just put a status effect on you. Okay. Jinkon, you are currently dipped. And Lungmen. So next up, Q. What do you want to do? Texas also wakes up with you, Giuseppe, immediately grabbing her sword as she pretty much looks around. Her eyes are not one of a normal one. It looks more like a wolf that just basically just got suddenly startled. You want to find Schwarz in a personal talk that she's feeling down from failing to capture the hooded men. Okay. You do actually go ahead and ask around for Schwarz. She actually says she thinks that Schwarz is actually in at the landship entrance with Ceylon. So if you wish to go there, you'll be going with the rest of the group. Ah, see, I planned ahead. Yeah, telekinesis. That's fair. Okay, Q, that's what you're going to be going down that. Rally, what do you want to do? Okay, you want to go get Nemo's shots, work on his power. Work on his power. Okay, so you want to go ahead and work on that. Okay. We'll pretty much put you aside for the moment to do that, but we're going to go ahead and say that you go ahead and do that. Just a moment. But first, next up is going to be Custodio. Custodio, what do you want to do? Do you want to go down, say hi to the landship operators? Bar? You're going to drink my sorrow away? Okay. Okay, cool. You're going to go straight down to the bar. Cool. Giuseppe is going down to the bar. Astro, what do you want to do? Heading to the gym for a few hours and then meeting up at the bar later. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and work up at the bar and meet up. You're going to go ahead work up out of the gym, and then you're going to eventually head up to the bar. That's cool. You're going to go over there. Last things last. Okay, lover boy and girl. Where do you two want to go? Do you want to go up to meet the operators, or... Or do you two just want to keep going? You can keep going. That is an option. I mean, it's your fucking... Hey, it's your fucking characters. You do what the hell you want. FYI, you give her bedroom eyes, you know exactly what she's going to start doing. You know exactly what she's going to start doing. I don't even need to say the goddamn shit. Gotta think about it. Making plans for the day, deciding against continuing, and collect his pay, meet the operators. I want all you guys to roll me a D10. D10, by the way. People that are here, roll me D10. Never. All right, you don't have to roll me a D10. You guys, you don't. Nobody else needs to roll a D10 because you guys go ahead and get your payments in via. I don't know what this, if they have Wi-Fi or here or something like that. Honestly, I didn't research that much specific, but you guys do all get 10K LMD into your systems, direct deposit. In your bank accounts, 10K LMD. $10K. Each and every single one of you. Considering the fact you guys know that you guys managed to actually report, Calcit originally was planning on paying you 5K, but considering the fact you guys actually did a good job with arresting people, and not to mention the fact you guys did a very impressive job with handling the situation inside the caves, as well as the fact of you recovering everything without much incident, as well as not actually killing a large pack of dogs, which actually gives the Rhodes Island operators nearby a chance to possibly save them, she decided to double your pay. 10K to everyone. Alright, Giuseppe. If you do not have any meet the operators, alright, since you're going to be meeting operators, you're going to be going along with Q. First of all, before we do anything, you three are going to be going down to the bar. But first, Rally wants to go ahead and get her shots with the operator. So we're going to start with what Rally wants to do. And we're going to go pan over to the medical offices really quick before we go ahead and move over to the bar. Just give me a quick second because there's a lot of shit over here. I can change this music now. It is time to change the music. It is now normal. It is now Arknighting time. I just realized I might just deleted some people's tokens that were not supposed to be deleted. Whoops. Okay. Give me a second. I just realized my dumbass might have actually deleted someone that, some important operators into the medical department, so... I don't think I did too much anyways. Give me a second. Let me just take a look at another map. Nah, we're fine. Studio, what the fuck? And Rally, move over to the medical offices. I don't know what the hell you guys are doing. Actually dark. Okay. Ah, yes, that's right. Because you can't really exactly see what's going on. So, in such, I'm gonna let you all give me a second. Let me see if I can do let you guys look at Rally's character sheet. Give me a second. Alright, for now you guys can you see Rally's thing? I trust you not to, please don't touch her sheet and anything, please. Oh, yes. As you go over to Miss Fallen Nick, you see what appears to be bags underneath her eyes. Also, I should probably go ahead and make this a little bit more accurate because someone else is also here. Naturally, she would be here. You walk over to Miss Fallen Nick, and Fallen Nick actually looks over and stops what she's doing. She's placing down a clipboard right beside the sarcophagus as she walks over to you. Ah, Miss Riley. So you're here for the shots for your dog, right? She reaches down to pretty much put a hand to the dog. Not more or less trying to pet it, but more or less trying to offer a hand to it. You also see Jinkon soundly sleeping. Or, like, waking up. Whatever Jinkon wants to be. Unless Jinkon has already left for Lungmen, it's entirely up to them. Fallen gently rubs her fingers over the hound's paw, as if to basically rubbing it, just with her fingers. Oh yes, here, follow me. We'll go ahead and give her a shot. We'll go ahead and give him a shot right now. Just follow me. I actually have all the equipment set up at my desk. She comes over to a desk and she basically actually pulls out what seems to be a little case, where she pulls out a syringe, a very small syringe. Yeah, she pulls out a couple vials. Okay, these are basically all the shots that we need. Did you know the animals that you guys saved are actually probably going to be becoming Rhodes Island's well, operators would be a bit too much, but they're basically going to be helping operators, more or less the guard operators. She goes ahead and pulls out a shot from the vial. She sets the vial down and pretty much pulls it out. It's like, okay, give me a second. And she goes and pulls out a little towel and she starts making a dab in an area. After, she actually picks up a razor and actually cuts off a small area and starts dabbing the area. Just numbing the area. Just gotta make sure that this does not hurt too much. She goes ahead and puts in the first shot. The hound basically kind of twitches, but doesn't seem to react just as much. And she goes and pulls out the shot. Okay, second one. She pretty much starts getting the other shot ready. And just because of the fact that you all did that, that also means the fact they might actually, will have more hound friends with that. It's nice that Reunion did that, but it's sad the fact that they're all, you know, diseased. I'm hoping we can fix that. Poor animals. She goes and puts the second shot in. This time the dog definitely noticed and looks over at Fallen. It doesn't hurt, but he's definitely staring at her. He's doing the big wide-eyed side stare. Like it's the side. He's doing the side stare of distrust. Before she pretty much pulls it out and grabs the third and last vial. Alright, one more. This is the more important ones for rabies. Gotta make sure that this one goes in. Riley, roll me animal handling. So fucking good. That DC was an 8 too. Ah, Gene Con using that immediately. That's awesome. The you see basically your dog, Nemo, basically look over at Fallen. They can almost start growling until you grab her attention, and he looks over at you with his eyebrows raised, as if you have something perplexing to say. Just enough time for him to get the flu shot injected in him before he turns his attention back to Fallen. Before he basically can react, the syringe is already out. Oh, you say treat? Oh yeah, his intention is fully on you. He's like staring at you, ears raised, and expectations extremely high. Pulls out and puts the syringe away after cleaning out the end. Okay, thank you. That should be basically everything. I'm going to dispose of this syringe later. Just a second. Do you happen to have a name for your animal, by the way? Do you need more time? It's not, of course, a necessary thing. We just basically pretty much keep a track record for your operator's pet. Nemo. Okay. Nemo. She starts writing on a clipboard on the side as she basically goes over and looks over at it. Okay. Yeah, I've already got the blood type and everything besides here. We're going to try to get him a collar, original one for you. Try not to lose him. I know that's a very odd thing to say, but we want to make sure that in case he does get lost and doesn't actually want to come back to you, at least when he does, we'll be able to call him to retrieve him back to you. We're training the other dogs, and not all of them are completely listening, though they do seem to be more willing, of course, with food. Besides that, that should be everything. You should be all set. Hearing protection? You might want to see a workshop for that. Workshop can basically build you about anything, especially when it comes to something simple like that. Oh yeah, you do have a... Yeah, I would go over and check Workshop. Workshop should be able to carry anything that might be able to do that. Gene Con, right behind you, Ifrit seems to be looking over at whatever you're doing. She seems bored, really. Ifrit takes it. As Ifrit sighs, she looks over his stuff. You're doing boring crap too. I haven't been on a single damn mission. I really want to go do something, but I just... How can someone possibly do something when you're always so cooped up in here? Because the fact that the doctor's not telling us to go do stuff, there's nothing to goddamn do. Can't burn any goddamn thing. Stop. Okay. Uh. Nemo pants at you super happily. Oh, I guess I can do that. That sounds fun. Maybe there's someone we can actually go ahead and have a fight with over there. Sorry, Toria told me not to do that at all. Don't tell I said that, please. Why don't you guys invite me on your next mission? Seems that you guys get all the fun work. I don't seem to get anything fun lately. Okay, Bradley, you will now be going over to the workshop for now. Gene Con, is there anything left that you would like to say to our bored demon friend? Or do you want to invite her out to Lungmen or whatever? So don't turn to Saren. That's hilarious. After, okay. An idiot asked me without permission. Oh, yeah, sure. Okay. You pretty much offered Ifrit, where she immediately drags you to go over to Saria. Saria, who basically races you in the eyebrow, but she nods anyways. She seems to be completely fine. She seems to be more fine with it than you expected. Though she also points over to Silence, who's, basically eyeing the fact of whatever Ifrit's saying. Though when you go over to Silence, she seems a bit skeptical, but she basically shrugs at the end. Of course, allowing you to. So now Silence will be going with you. Now we're going to be going over to Workshop. Since that is the only people that wish to go over to the Workshop for the moment. Give me a second. I need to go ahead and set up the Workshop. There's there are people in the Workshop. Really? You invite over at the Workshop. Seems to be the same people as last time. Though you do also see Diosses, seemingly helping out Blumishine. I completely forgot to add him in here, so my fault. Okay, so is there anything specifically you'd like to do in the workshop while we're here? You go ahead and get Nemo's bar. Okay, you go over to the workbench to go ahead and make that. It seems that you are able to go ahead and make all of those, even with the materials you will. Though, unfortunately, it seems that making stuff with the making light armor with the pelts will basically will take a bit of time. To do this, though, I'm going to need about 300 LMD each for parts for the pelt. Actually, sorry, 300 is too much. 100 each. It seems to be about mostly everything, though. Actually, yeah, 100 each. As for the ear protection, that's going to be about 200 for pieces to actually go ahead and make that. So, it should be 400 total. Is there more costs? These are costs to actually get, make them. The better quality rests in your rolls. Unless you would like to ask for help with other people, though I can't say they'll do it just for free. I like commission Blemishine to get help with supervise recommend armor making and your ranking. Blemishine seems to be in a work of progress of finishing up this motorcycle. Seems almost done. Though as you walk over, she looks over you and gives you a big smile. Oh, hey there. Oh, help with the armor and ear protection? Oh, that's easy. Yeah, I can totally help you out. I'm just gonna need to go ahead and get some materials though. I'm almost done with this. Would you mind benching about 200, 300 LMD for basically services? Is that okay? She goes ahead and takes the money, and she smiles brightly at you. Thank you. Okay, I'll go ahead and get them marked. Okay, so tell me, this is the what? This is the material I'm working with. This is, ooh, this is really light. Hey, I can totally make this for your dog too, and I can make this for you. This is actually gonna be really easy. Tell me, you don't mind it being light, right? Because I can't ensure all the protection that it'll give you, but I can definitely say it will help out a lot. Oh, you have the other. Oh, you got one pillow. Oh, okay. And the pelt is not for you, right? It's for your dog. Okay. Oh. Okay. I can totally make this for, what's his name? She goes ahead and starts petting the dog. She's immediately rubbing the ears. Nemo, oh, he's so cute. Yeah, I can go ahead and make something for him right now. Just gotta give me a quick second, and I'll pretty much start making up something. I just gotta go take his measurements, she says, as she starts pretty much putting money into the machine, and some materials start falling out. Yeah, it seems like this is more or less a very convenience for this. Though, this seems such a convenience, you have to start feeling that this is basically something that all the people in the workshop basically asked for. So, something more simplicity's sake. As she goes on and does this, she starts to measure out Nemo in the legs and the body and about everything. As she pretty much does that, and she pretty much starts pretty much taking the armor. It's like, okay, let's see. I want to make something that's more or less something for around him, covering his entire body. It's kind of just fur, too. She looks at it and raises an eyebrow. I know, I heard about a recording that was circulating around of what happened yesterday. I think I'm just not gonna ask about where this is from. I think that's for the best. She giggles nervously. She pretty much starts going to work, immediately grabbing over a knife and starting to cut around the entire piece of fabric. As she goes and looks over you. And I'm assuming the ear protection is for you, or is it for Nemo again? Both of you? Okay. Will do. Will do. Make sure you remove the LMD that you for the materials paid and for the services for all three of the items. She goes ahead and starts working on pretty much crafting all this until 800 LMD. That seems to be the cost. Yes. She is pretty much guaranteed to pretty much work this, since she is absolutely one of the people that does that. She goes ahead and starts working around the materials until she basically does produce a very small piece of armor for Nemo. She goes ahead and measures it, and it seems to about fit everything. In addition to that, she seems to have already incorporated ear protection with it. As you basically go ahead and look at it, you look at it, it almost looks like Nemo just got more feral to a degree. Though you can see, though Nemo suddenly starts panting loudly, so you can totally see the wolf part to the dog part of the entirety of Nemo. He kind of looks badass if he just didn't, like, act adorable. You also see her pretty much reach around over to the back of it and pull it over. And actually, the hoodie actually so much covers the ears. So it seems to already be a form of ear protection. It seems to be just light enough for him to not actually start, like, twitching his ears around us. It just kind of drapes over the ears perfectly, actually. Yeah, I thought, when I looked at it, I thought of a wolf. So immediately, I want to go ahead and try to completely cover the entire body so it looks even more terrifying. It's really awesome. I really think it's cool too. Now, give me a second. Let me go ahead and work on yours, okay? So you pretty much starts immediately working on some stuff. And frankly enough, the ear protection that she's working on seems to be relatively easy, as it's more or less some form of headphones, but it seems more tactical than normal headphones. It doesn't even take her about 15 minutes for her to finish up before she goes ahead and pulls out a series of resistant headphones and presents them to you. Da 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 da! Okay, can you try these on, Rally? As you go ahead and click on the earphones, it seems to relatively work out pretty nicely. These seem to be pretty useful in regards of what you're able to see. It appears that... give me just a second. Let me make of the stats for them, because I don't want to be too sudden. As a bonus action, twice an initiative, you can turn on these headphones. These headphones, when turned on, can actually give you resistance to thunder damage for approximately 4 turns. But after those 4 turns are over, after the first use, it'll give you a half battery mark. When you turn them on again as another bonus action, it'll use them up until the next 4 turns. And after that, they'll turn off, and you'll have to wait a short rest to pretty much charge them up, or long rest. The same thing goes for Nemo here. Nemo is different. Nemo's armor seems to actually go ahead and imbue himself with psychic energy. Strangely enough. His bites now also now deal a 3D... Let me just go ahead. Give me a second. Let me just do this. This is fucking... It's just easier if I just do this. Give me a second. Animals. He's a normal hound. Just duplicate the sheet. Nope, that's not duplicating the sheet. That is something else. Duplicate sheet. Duplicate. Let me just add a subfolder right now. Sidekicks. Let me just go ahead and okay, so your armor is considered an ultra rare armor. What it can do is that this ultra rare armor can actually it actually adds the full dex modifiers up to its AC. So currently, its AC can be a 14 thanks to this light armor, as well as the addition to melee, adding any melee attack with this armor. An additional 3d6 extra psychic damage. If the user takes psychic damage or has taken psychic if the user is not resistant or immune to psychic damage, the 2 hit goes up by 3. Okay, so let me just type this down. Adds 3d6 psychic damage on melee attacks if target is not immune or resist to if you go ahead and take a look at this, by the way, this is where Nemo is. And Nemo is all the way right beside where player characters is. I'm going to be doing the same thing to, for our assault armor, for the heavy armor. You can no longer need a control of that, Kirishima, since that is something else. You have Nemo now. Second, that is honor dice. That is not HP. HP 90. Alright, Gene-Con. You now have your own. You'll have your own cheat. You can rename it or whatever. Just let me know if you do rename it. Because I gotta change the dice. Also adds full dex modifier to AC. Adds full dex mod to AC. It's legendary armor or super rare. It's pink. It's pink tier. Lemishine goes ahead and puts down their tools of what she was working with and smiles over at you. I think I did a good job. Is that everything you wanted for, Rally? I'm sorry if this is a little not what you're looking for, but this is exactly what I thought, and frankly enough, while Nemo here is absolutely adorable, I just think that this is better. Let me go ahead and get rid of, not Nemo now. I gotta go through I gotta go through everything. Make sure that I deleted, not Nemo. Yeah, including that power armor. 5 power armor. You were never special. And by the way, Gene-Con, that is your sidekick, by the way. That, power armor was going to die, but you actually prevented it from dying. So, fun fact, you got a fucking power armor as a sidekick. Good job. Good job. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad at all. Slip a tip of 1,000. Lungmen looks at the tip and she actually winces in surprise. She smiles brightly and gives you a really tight hug. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's so nice actually to be able to do stuff for you guys. And considering the fact that this is what you brought me, oh, I can't wait to see what you bring back for me next time. If you do want me to. If you could, try to see if you get your teammates to go ahead and bring some more stuff with them next time so I can make something with them too. It would be really nice to, well, help them out as well. Okay. If that's everything else, you guys can have a good one. I'm going to be working with the Aussies and finishing up this motorcycle. We're going to see if we can actually go ahead and ride it in Lungmen. You know, while we're all docked up and everything. Rally actually taking care of her sidekick. That is actually huge, not gonna lie. That's basically your sidekick got AC 14. If you actually make her a sidekick have a AC of 19, I'll be very impressed because sidekicks don't usually get good armor. or good anything, to be frank. I'm surprised that you did that. Regardless of the fact, alright, so that's the end of what Rally is going to be doing. Rally, is there anything else you'd like to do? Because if not, we're going to go ahead and switch you over down to... We're going to be switching over down to, let's see, who's next? Astra and Custodio down to the bar. Let's see Pazemka, but we can rotate them. Okay, we can see. You can see Pazzi. We'll definitely do this. We definitely can do that. I'm basically just going to be putting you up with the rest of the people. Well, you will be able to see Pazzi. I have a ways of doing this. Give me a second. Let me just go ahead and put you with your friends. Okay. Alright, now, in other times, Astra, you basically finish up your entire debacle with, at the gym, working out. You see plenty of people. You see a lot of operators. Though you don't really see Neural, unfortunately. I'm sure where she is, you definitely do see Whislash, though. More or less, she's actually with Doberman. Actually, she's with Doberman and Palace yelling at Jessica, who is currently... It seems like she's quite literally fighting for her life at a dumbbell. I'm not kidding when I say fighting for her life. She got like 3 super fit women yelling at someone to basically be able to push a set of 40. Meanwhile, Jessica is just screaming, "I'm fighting for my life! I'm fighting for my life!" The entire time. Was I supposed to go to a new nap? No. Not yet. I'm just basically going ahead and do this. I'm just pretty much giving exposition for everybody else. If you would give me a moment. Though, Astra, as you go ahead and finish up your reps at a bar, eventually you go down to the bar where you see Custodio actually goes ahead and meet you guys up at. Eventually, you guys go ahead and enter through the bar. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that, Mura. Go ahead and enter through the bar of Rhodes Island. Seems the fact that reopens up. I'm fucking amazed, FYI. Reopens. Finally, I just lost my train of thought. The bar finally fucking reopened, thankfully.
Right.
Give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I'm going to make everybody be able to control and see Custodio. I'm going to take all the controls off Rally so nobody can see Rally's thing. His Rally sheet. Okay. I'm just going to move the map. You guys go over to the bar. That is... You guys at the bar now. You see Neural actually going over and reading a book while she's also enjoying a drink. The drink doesn't seem alcoholic, really, though. She definitely does seem to be relaxing herself at the moment with a candle on the thing. And Custodio, as you walk in, Hashiguma immediately talking to Chen looks over at the bar and she immediately smacks Chen like really hard on the side and points over at the door. Chen stops what she's doing, looks over at the door, sees Custodio, looks over, raises an eyebrow at Hashiguma, who had a mug to her mouth the entire time, completely finished it by the time Chen looks back at her and looks over and points at you with the mug. And she says, "You! Here! Now!" She smacks over at the bar and looks over at one of the medical staffs. "Bartender! Bartender, mug. She gets up and she starts giggling and she goes over to retrieve a mug. Custodio, come on! Let's get drunk! I know you just finished up a mission. You cannot run from me now. So Hashiguma looks over at Custodio and raises an eyebrow. As Chen speaks up as she peers around. Why are you over there? Hashiguma fucking starts laughing. She smacks the bar hard, by the way. It's enough to make everything on there basically like shake for just a hot second. Custodio, come over here. Why are you sitting on the other side? If you wanted to do that, you might as well. If you want to do that, you might as well sit at a completely different table. Just come sit next to me. The RI medical staff eventually comes back and basically sets down a mug in front of Chen, one in front of Hashiguma, and one in front of Custodio. She looks at Custodio. You see the Rhode Island medical staff look at you with a smile before she actually walks over back to her seat. So, Hashiguma looks over at you, like pretty much holding a mug in her hand, says, I heard you just got off with a mission. I have to ask, since it's actually been a while since you actually touched some green grass, knowing you, I mean, I know the ladder on a hall doesn't exactly call upon you when it's time for anything. So, I gotta ask, how was that mission? Did you kill a lot of people? I hope to God you didn't really, but... it's your job, isn't it? More or less, I guess it's more accurate to say, I hope to God that you actually go ahead and protected a lot of people. I mean, that's more fun to think about with the shotguns, right? That's way more... It's... Honest to God, I actually talked to Federico about that, and from what I understood, it's way nicer to think about you're protecting people with your shotguns instead of killing people with them. Think about it, Shen. Isn't it way better to think that you're using your weapons to go ahead and protect people because those people are intending to harm what's behind you? Chen nods in agreement. I'm not gonna lie, it's actually kind of much of a perfect thing to think about. If I'm being completely frank and completely honest. If I use my sword only for wrath, then it's just mindless wrath. But I raise my sword because of the fact that it's going to... The person I'm aiming at is intending to kill people behind me. And there's a huge difference, isn't it? Hashiguma nods and looks over at you. I don't understand what that means, but I think you can agree with that. Also, Mura, everybody can see D&D VC. People can't see Arknights Landship Operations.
I'm aware.
Okay.
It's not like it's a secret that I've won that thing, okay?
It's not a secret that I'm bi, but here we are. Also, Astra. Also, Astra, you see Neural is actually at a table, again, reading a book. Reading a book, seems to be sipping a drink, as well as the fact there's a candle in front of her. Hashiguma watches, Custodio, Hashiguma seems to be, drinking down her drink as she looks over at you with a big smile. So, no casualties? Only received minimal damage? She raises an eyebrow at you. Did something happen? You definitely don't sound human. You sound more like a robot. She immediately knows. No casualties are reported. Everything is fine. No casualties are reported. Yeah, but that's like such a bland... She pretty much sighs. She starts to sighs and starts laughing. She puts her hand in her forehead. You're speaking Calcit speak to me, Custodio. I'm asking for Custodio speak, not... I'm gonna be honest, this is more Executor speak than Calcit speak, to be fully honest. Come on. Come on, tell me more about it. It's a mission that you haven't been on in a long time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is something you're not doing for the Laterano Hall. It's for Rhodes Island this time, right? The bartender goes ahead and sees you basically finish chugging the whole beer. Roll me Constitution save, please. As the Rhode Island medical staff goes ahead and get you something. And you're getting her a darker tint. And as she sees that happening, Hashiguma also asks for another one. Chen, on the other hand, isn't getting a different one. She goes ahead and looks over at Hashiguma with a very suspicious look on her face as Custodio and Hashiguma get a darker brew. Hashi, you know we have work to do. You know we have work together, right? Oh, yeah, acts like I haven't got to drink anything worse than this. Yeah, by chance. By chance. You manage to drink it, though. You feel fine for the moment. Alright, I need you to make a con save for me, Custodio. Again. As this goes ahead. Ooh, you make it too. Hashiguma and you, she pretty much starts drinking with you as she looks over you, raises an eyebrow at you. But yeah, come on. You seem super stiff. Come on, loosen up a little bit. We're having fun, aren't we? You have no what fun is anymore. Just follow orders. Oh my god. Oh, Studio. Don't tell me you're doing the Federico thing. Chen, give me your sword. I'm gonna hit him on the head until he's fixed. That's... You know I'm not doing that. Just give me the... Just put it with a sheath. I'm just gonna start hitting him in the head until he stops speaking like that. It's not gonna fix him, Hashi. You know that. Yeah, but come on. I want the fun Custodio, not the one that's basically suddenly realizing the fact that life is hard or anything like that. Of course life's hard. Custodio, what the heck happened? You can't possibly tell me that everything was completely fine and everything was nothing missed went according to plan. Say that one more time. She pretty much grabs her shield, and she grabs it by the side, by the way, and holds it up to you like she's about to offer it to you. I'm going to start hitting you on the head with this. Not the sharp side, just hitting you on the head with it. Now I'm going to ask what happened on that mission. Custodio, you don't have any... You're pretty much chugged down your other beer. Unless you want, like, another one. She pretty much downs her beer. She raises an eyebrow at you as the medical staff suddenly starts getting worried looks as she gets another beer. Chen is still on that first beer. She kind of stopped drinking, and so she starts looking at the two of you. As two more beers go in front of you. Hashi immediately takes hers and starts drinking hers as she stares at you with the shield and still in her hand as she raises an eyebrow at you. Alright, roll me con save. Oh my lord! Hashiguma raises an eyebrow at you and starts laughing. See, the funniest part about this is the fact that you... Well... She slumps back as she basically finished up everything. You definitely say that nothing has happened. Though you're acting like a robot. Honest to God, I don't think that's the case. And so we're going to start beating you until I get an answer out of you. I swear to God, do. Don't make me. And then she's stopped by Chen, who points over at Astra. Hey guys, stop fucking with Astra's thing. We agreed not to do that. Yeah, speaking of which, Chen points over at Astra, who Hashiguma looks over. Astra, you hear Hashiguma call out to you. Hey, did something weird happen to him on the mission you guys went on? Astra, what do you say? Our medical staff goes ahead and gets you guys another beer. She seems a little worried that you guys are taking the darker brews so casually, but she puts it in front of you. Silently. More cautiously, if anything. Jesus Christ. Hashiguma drinks the brew again, though this time she actually seems like she's getting tipsy. As she looks over and listens to Astra. Astra says that and her eyes raise. She looks over at Custodio. Hold on. Mulesy's got you? Is that what happened? No. Hold on. No more beers. No harm was done. Chen, what happened in medical that you heard of from fuck, what was your name? Shit, who am I thinking of? Sorry, the beer's actually attacking my head. Give me a second. I haven't actually ate anything today. You mean... Sorry. Yeah. So yeah, so that's what happened, huh? Sorry, actually did something? No, it was Mulesy did something? Oh. Oh. What would happen? Oh, apparently she turned into Dorothy and tricked him. What? No. Chen, would you mind holding the thing? What do you plan on doing? We're nowhere in the middle of something. Studio. Hashiguma stands up in front of you. Shield on the bar. She pretty much grabs you. She wraps her arm all the way around you. She goes ahead and leans inside of you. And she gives you a very smirky smile. And she leans into your ear and speaks up just gently. I know something that'll make you happy. Chen, on the other hand, just holding her mug and just giving you a very disappointed look to them. Studio, you want to point out one thing. Hashi actually is drunker than you. She's not drunk, but she's definitely drunker than you. The RI medical staff is actually impressed that you're actually out drinking Hashiguma, who's been here and drank about 10 mugs. Can I have another drink? She looks at you and speaks. Are you sure, sir? This is... are you sure? Me a beer? No. She gives you a beer very hesitantly. Roll me the You finally feel the beer's effects start to pretty much tackle you in. As your judgment slowly starts getting into you, you're starting to get a little tipsy as Hashiguma looks at you with a more or less a very flirtatious look. Studio, you feel yourself pretty much getting slowly pulled off your seat as she hums very gently. Oh, come on, Studio, this will cheer you up. One more, please. I think you've had enough. Hashi's like, no, 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 no. Give him one more. One more. Let him cook. Come on. Give him just one more. Chin size. Did you just say that? What did I say? I'm not repeating that word. That's you're too old to say that. Our medical staff size just goes ahead and gets him another mug. Pours another mug and walks over back to the bar, giving 2 of those. Hashiguma immediately grabs it and starts chugging it down. You feel fine still, though. Hashiguma eventually pretty much puts the mug down. She looks over at Custodio. Custodio, can you roll me an athletics check? Hashiguma smiles at you and immediately scoops you up from straight from the ground as you basically put you set your mug down, and she starts humming. She starts walking away with you. Everybody in the bar is looking at all of you in surprise. Hashiguma looks over at Chen as she pretty much grapples you. Hey Chen, we're gonna be right back, okay? Just keep my seat warm, okay? And she hums as she pretty much starts walking off with you. She's not letting you go. You can hear her humming as she basically laughing says, I got more in my room. Let's just go ahead. Let's just relax for a moment, okay? Custode, if you want one more, you're gonna have to roll me a persuasion check. Roll me persuasion, DC 12. If you want one more. She pauses and looks over and says, actually, the place in this movie was really good. Let's go get just one more. Just one more. Even Holes looks over in complete disappointment, completely shaking his head as the RI medical staff already has a beer out and mug slowly sets it down in front of Custodio. She's absolutely unsure about this as she looks over at Chen. Chen starts doing a cutting motion at her neck as if saying no more beer for them. Custodio, do you want to check this one down too? You gotta roll me con save. Chugs beer aggressively. Alright, roll me con save. Ooh, that was 2 off. That was 3 off from a nat 1. Custodio, you're drunk. You're drunk at this moment. This is like heavier beer. At this point, you've drank so much alcohol, your body's like very head swimming. And by this point, you don't even realize the fact that Hashiguma is currently pulling you out down to your, well, room. At the moment, it seems you're both going down to your room. Astra, is there anything you'd like to do? Is there anything you would like to do? Oh, yeah, I'm going to talk to Neural. I was waiting for you to. Alright, go ahead. Didn't want to interrupt. Okay, fine. Fuck, fair. Go ahead and talk to Neural if you want to. Okay. Asher, you approach Neural, and Neural looks over and smiles at you. She uses her foot to pretty much push out a seat. Go, please, take a seat. What brings you down here? I do like the atmosphere around here. Sometimes we actually have, even holes actually play some music. That or other operators play music. It's a really relaxing environment. For a bar, it's actually really nice. Honest, if I'm being completely honest, it's like a home a little bit. Even if it's, sometimes has Hashiguma doing some very interesting motives. That answers Hashiguma. Yes, I've seen that. So, Astron, I've heard that wasn't that... I heard that you basically went on a mission recently for the doctor. Did everything go well? Yes, I reviewed the tape too. Personally, I was actually really worried of what had happened. I've never seen Texas in such a vulnerable state before. Like she was having a breakdown in the middle of combat. It was so scary. I'm glad that you all are fine. It's not a good thing to see you all pretty much suffer, but it's nice to see you actually push through the ordeal that occurred. I'm very happy that you all are still here. I do hope that you are aware that of what happened then will only lead to harder trials. I do not think I need to tell you, of all people, to fear neither hardship nor darkness. Absolutely. I agree that you all will get stronger because of it. Whatever happens next will be, well, something that all of you can definitely reflect on. For sure. I still want to thank all of you for managing to even taking on such a degree. While it's odd that a sarcophagus came, and one of a human that immediately ran, I'm not entirely sure how else to take it. But I do want to at least say this. I offer my services to you in case you do need it. In case that you also want my uncle, you are free to ask him too. Do not mind his point of view. While you might see him as nihilistic, skepticism is something that everyone should have if they want to be able to walk their own light. He's Joe Biden. He basically just walks around like without his pants on. It's like, has anyone seen a Hawks Italian Lupo judge around here? he just like, it's like Penance like giving a speech. He goes around and starts snipping her snipping her hair. Kaede D&D chat. Appreciate it, Rothmel. Keep it in mind. I've been great. If I'm going to be honest with you, it's been rather worrying. My best friend, and person I've trusted for the longest time, and put so much care into, has suddenly fallen ill with a sudden illness that even I seem to be unable to stop nor help with. I can only wish for the best that the doctor does wake up. I do appreciate your best efforts to help him, but I cannot help but worry. Blemishine, I know, is also very worried. Wishlash as well. It seems that Operator Gravel is taking it the harshest. I saw Myrtle. Yes. I guess you could say we're all taking it hard in our own ways. Yes, I'm sure we can pull through. I truly do hope we can. I'm sure you're all waiting on your next assignment, correct? Yes, it seems to be the case. Please do not forget my offer. I wish to help you out. And I also wish to be a little bit selfish with a request. I heard that the landship eventually is going to be going to a different city. Eventually. If you do go ahead over to Casimir's by some point, I might have a task if you're willing to listen. Well, when you guys go over there, there's no point in sending you over to a place where you're not going to be going there immediately. Your dial will not waste fuel and over such a small task, especially when I could just simply walk the distance over there. Long as it may be, I am willing to do it if that's what it takes. Thank you, Astra. It's nice to know I have an ally whenever I need it. So, how do you plan spending the entire day off? Spending it with me? Wow. Perhaps. I was thinking about going to the gym later. But at the moment, I'm currently just enjoying myself over here. Slow days are very nice. Though, I also am a little worried about what Chen and Hashigumo were talking about earlier. Apparently, they had a task regarding a specific gang. But at the same time, I think they said that Swire and Lin were planning on it. Well, planning on fixing it. I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm also sure they might... forgive me for being rude, but I'm sure they'll also ask for help.
Taxes.
Shut the fuck up. I wouldn't mind saying. I would appreciate that. I would not say no to that.
Taxes.
For now, would you mind joining me for a drink? Nothing what they're drinking, of course, but just something simple. Thank you. You two take the time, enjoy your time drinking together and such. Shen is currently now switched over to what seems to be a simple meal as well as water. It seems that she doesn't want to get caught doing whatever the fuck happened with Custodio and Hashiguma, especially the fact after what happened. Meanwhile, in another place. Give me a second. I have some people I need to tell the fuck off for a moment. They do sell food, yes. Do you want to know something funny? You were too. Why the fuck are you? Why are you speaking Hitler? Yeah, but no, seriously, why are you speaking Germany? The food. Anyways, you guys, Hashiguma is literally princess carrying you down towards your room, Custodio. You currently are not really being stopped by it. She starts going over to your room, humming very gently as she goes ahead and drags you over to your room. You can resist if you want to by this point. We didn't pay. She laughs. Oh, Chen was paying anyways. She lost against a competition me last time. She should never have taken it. What I roll? Athletics. Oh, at disadvantage. Oh wait, that's sexist. What am I doing? That is not an operator. Yeah, she still manages to pretty much manhandle you, humming gently as she hums as she walks over to your room. Hum, 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 hum. And then she kicks open the door and pretty much throws you onto your bed. She literally grabs you and throws you onto your bed. As she does that, she walks into the room and kicks it closed. And looks over at you. And she starts laughing. She looks over, leans against the door. Okay, Custodio. Go on, tell me what's wrong. Can I get a hug? She starts laughing as if your request was ridiculous and immediately goes over and hugs you tightly. Come on, let it all out. It's not like it's not like you haven't ever let anything out before on me before. Just go on, just tell me everything that's happened. She's drunk, but she's still very caring. She's hugging you very tightly, cradling you even, as if she knows something's wrong. You might have assumed that she's basically doing this sexually. No, it appears that she wanted some serious alone time. She just basically made it look that way. Custodio, seriously, Custodio, you gotta tell me what's wrong, hon. You just, you know, I hate seeing you do that. Especially when you're acting like Executor. You know you're not Executor. You can't get hurt. What are you talking about? She like looks at you and raises an eyebrow. She raises her hand and smacks you across smacks you across the face. That hurt, right? You just got hurt. And I just made you follow orders by making you tell me everything. What is that? How does that correlate? What do you mean I can't get hurt if I follow orders? She pretty much grabs you and hugs you tightly. You need to stop being stupid and saying this random crap about saying you can't get hurt. You're not a robot. You're a person with feelings and you're a person who's loved like a human. You're a Ladrano, and here you are saying some stuff like, I can't get hurt. You know that's a lie. You just got hurt. You know it's gonna happen again. Where in the heck did you get this entire ideal from? Physical pain can't be healed. Oh, Mulesy's fucking fucked you up, didn't she? Jesus Christ, that stupid bitch. Oh. Playing emotions takes a while. Yeah, I can kind of figure, but here, let me put this in two perspectives. How do you think your heart felt at Mulesy's when you were scaring Dorothy around? How do you think it hurt Dorothy when you were basically training her around with a training session or whatever the hell was going on medical? No buts. You need to understand that people do have reactions to every single thing that you do. Be it positive, be it intentionally harmless, people will find a way to bitch about something. And even if she was doing something super stupid, considering the fact that the most petty thing she did twice was way too fucked up to do, you need to realize something. You're letting them hurt you because you're letting them hurt you. She went ahead and did that because she knew she would hurt you. I know it's basically funny coming from me, someone who basically who literally stands in front of bullets and crossbows and casters and still manages to do stuff. I mean, I fought it, and I, personally, and I know you know this, shit, what was his name? I fought the Hateful Avenger once. Trust me, he intended to hurt me, but, you know my secret? I just didn't let him hurt me. He wanted to make me fall down and break. I didn't let him get that joy. The entire thing that Mulesy's did that for was the fact that she wanted you to fall down and break, and she's winning because of that. You can't let Mulesy's win over something she found petty. You made a mistake. That's true. You made a mistake, and she's basically painful by tricking you twice, but the only satisfaction she should get is the fact that, you know, her plan worked, but she shouldn't get the after satisfaction of, you know, seeing you break down. It's basically giving her a cake and then giving her a second one, or giving her baby back ribs and then giving her like 4 sides. What? What's up? I'm implying you should just ignore it. You're getting down because the fact that you're just tired of basically getting hurt when you need to stop letting them hurt you. You need to stop reacting about it and basically assuming the worst. If you start shutting out the entire output of something, say you basically have a fight outside your favorite bar, does that mean you shouldn't go anywhere anymore? As let's say if you basically have a coworker that you no longer like, does that mean you should stop going to a job? You should just not let the person do that. And did what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm drunk. What's up? You said not let them hurt. You're letting them hurt you. You don't understand what I'm saying. You're letting them hurt you by becoming an emotionless robot. You're reacting by saying, okay, if people are going to hurt me like this, then I'm just not going to let anybody be friends with me anymore. Because of the fact I'm afraid of someone betraying me. That's what you're doing. You need to just simply not let them hurt you. They can't let them push you around. Ulysses tricks you. You should just go ahead and give her an eye roll, maybe flip her off, tell her to go fuck herself, and then continue on the mission. She took a... Sure, she won. But that's all she got. Oh, no. Don't say sorry. She merely grabs you and hugs you again. Oh, don't. I've had my fucking moments too, you know? I've had... Oh, my God, I've had... Shit, what have I had? I've had boyfriends that basically tried to go ahead and get me to go do some really fucked up work back when I was a street thug in Lungmen. And you know what? After it took me twice, I've pretty much had that same thing. Eventually, when he basically tried to put me on bail, tried to pretty much point out the fact of what I did, I said, yes, I did, and I pointed out everything you did, and I testified, and you want to know what the funny thing is? That's exactly how I met Shen. Because of the fact that I basically just took it, and didn't just try to run away from it, and I pretty much brought him in, is for a reason why my life is so much better, you know? Doragon, yes. Chen's a sweetheart. And she's adorable sweetheart. You can't get mad at her too long, even if she basically always constantly pulls out that sword, or constantly pulls out water guns, or constantly tries to threaten to run away. She'll do it, I mean, but it's just her way, saying that she's basically... you know, disagreeing, or she likes you, or something like that. You know, she's assumed there. Don't worry too much about her. Yeah, it's a Sunday. So, you feeling better now, or do we need to keep talking? Because you need to cheer the fuck up. That's what you need to do. Yes, I can hold you a little bit longer. She holds her arms out to you. Do you accept? You smell nice. And she goes ahead and looks down at you, raising an eyebrow. Are you turned on by a scent of a woman? Because as I did not take a shower this morning because I was forced to run out to go do a quick op. I smell like sweat. Do you like sweaty women, Studio? Is that what you're trying to say? She giggles. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. She pretty much hugs you tightly, and she pretty much sways with you gently. She looks down at you. Is that good enough? I think Chen and I may have a knob. No problem. Alright, now, sorry, just to make sure that you do not go back into this attitude, because I want to see it die right here in this room today, and I don't want to ever see this, still behavior, okay? I need you to do me one favor, okay? Are you listening to Studio? I need you to do one favor. One favor, okay? You listening? She says the same thing over. Now, are you listening? Anything for you? Good. Okay. I need you to take your pants off. I'm going to give you a blowjob, and I'm going to make sure it's a good one so I never see this attitude and die. Too bad there's nobody in the room to react to that because she's looking at you dead serious. I'm going to give you a blowjob. You need to cheer up. So you're going to drop your pants. I'm going to give you one. And then I'm better not see you react to that ever again. Is if you do, I'm going to start beating the shit out of you with a shield. Okay? Are you drunk? I needed something to eat anyways.
What? What?
I can't laugh at. I had to laugh at that one. I need something to eat, anyways. Studio, listen. I just. Studio, listen, sweetheart. We've known each other for years, and we've fought each other for absolute years. And compared to most other guys I know from Lungmen, you're not a little brother. If I called you a little brother, then I absolutely would not be issuing this. You're considered a really good friend, and as a really, really good friend of mine, I'm willing to do what it takes to get you out of the mood. And considering the fact that you literally said I smelled nice today, and not to mention the fact that you always want to look out to hang out with me in the far past, and every single time we get drunk together, we end up sleeping in the same room. Not to mention the fact that at one point, I think I saw you staring at my ass? I'm not entirely sure. Either way, I don't really care. I still find you cute as fuck. So I'm going to give you a blowjob, and this is where this attitude dies. And drunk and me drunk. Me drunk, me drunk. I literally am recalling all this stuff. It's Studio. If you're thinking that this is a secret between you and me, I hope you know that I'm not dumb. I may be a muscle woman, but that doesn't mean I'm just stupid. Then for the heavy armor has sentience. It's all the way across. There's no way it hears this. Not like I can resist. I'm giving you an option. But I am more or less also giving you demands because I want to make sure that this entire thing does not come back ever again. Like I want to have it. I don't even want to give it a funeral. If I could, I would just throw it into a goddamn bonfire so you never have to this entire mood ever again. And if Mulesies ever does this to you, you're gonna come tell me, and I'm gonna give her a fucking piece of my mind. Now, drop your pants, or I fucking don't know. Oh my god, this is burning if I misgendered Mura. Oh my god, this is so weird if I misgendered Mura. LMAO. Kustudio starts taking off his pants. Alright, we don't have to say this entire thing because it's on a Twitch stream. But can you play the music, please? Thank you. That would be very nice. Thank you. Kustudio and Hashiguma are doing something at this entire point in time. So we don't have to go ahead and talk about this. Astra is currently talking with Neuro. We don't need to zoom in on this, but we actually get to go ahead with the other operators that are going ahead to do something else. Eventually, the other operators, we know, Bro said protein drink. The other operators actually go over to where the entrance of the landship with Q, Texas, Giuseppe, and Rally and Nemo actually meet up with the other three. As you guys go over here, you actually see the entrance of the landship. You immediately hear two women immediately bickering at each other, which sounds like Lynn and Swire cussing each other out. You usually hear the sounds of a rat and hears the go going on. And in the back, you also see Ak and Lee just spectating. and curiosity. Ak basically, so trying to fiddle with the darts as Lee's just basically smoking a cigarette and also making sure Ak doesn't aim it at either of those. In the back, you also see Schwartz and Ceylon somewhat actually working with the Rhodes Island medical staff bit. Ceylon specifically helping out while Schwartz is busy watching over what Schweier and Lynn are doing. Amia is also here. It seems she's also helping out another medical staff with the board. Have fun penguin logistics. Fuck, I gotta remember what I was gonna say to Spores. Everything was going great until I just saw the Oni blowjob happening. Everything's fine up until the everybody is cool and gangsta up until the Oni demands a blowjob. To give a blowjob. Time for some fucking reason. Sucks. Sorry, just like, sorry, I just saw the video. Someone said like, yo, I can't, yo, let's all admit it. Nobody got their virginity lost in high school. Nobody, and someone's like replies with the us as in a US. And we is in Nintendo Wii. Okay, sorry. Can I find this? Okay, so yeah, you all see Lynn and Swire still bitching at each other. You see Swire literally pulling out the massive cudgel or whatever the hell the thing on a chain is basically beside her. Lynn is holding a glass sword and constantly, the two are just bitching very loudly. Everybody is constantly trying not to do anything. Meanwhile, Jay is on the other side holding a grocery bag, doing absolutely nothing. You can literally hear like the distant fucking I am the storm is approaching where Jay is. Schwartz looks over at Q and smiles as she sees her. Oh, hello, Q. Don't mind those two. I'm not sure exactly what is going on. They've just been like that for the past... Lady Ceylon, how long has it been? 4 hours. 4 hours. They've been arguing about a method of entry for a specific job. They wanted to come here for help, but they're back to step one, least to say. You hear something about basically something about, you're not sure what they're saying, but you're pretty sure you heard them talk about something about push-up bra or small boobs and something like that. They are definitely going at each other. Schwartz hears that and she raises an eyebrow. Oh, Don't worry about it. I'm shocked that you bring that up now. It's so sudden. Well, you're welcome. I knew you were always thankful. I just didn't. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Schwartz seems a bit flustered by that, looking away, while Ceylon seems to giggle, just listening to that, looking over at Q and Schwartz before looking back to the Rhodes Island medical officer. Raleigh, as you also look over, you see Ak now writing down things that Swire says, and leave looking worriedly at the list from behind him. What are you writing down? They're saying new insults. I'm really writing these down because I want to use these against people. I think these, honest to God, I can't tell which ones are actually, I can't tell which ones are actual, like, cuss words or whatever, so I'm just going to go ahead and show Hung later to see if he can actually go ahead and show the... Oh, okay, I'm going to stop you right there, Ak. We're not doing that. We're not showing anybody those. Come on, man. We're not doing that. He's based? Who the fuck is based? Senior. Oh yeah, Texas walks over. Except Lee turns over, is like, I see my fame has not actually gone unprecedented. I'm assuming you probably heard of the detective agency before. Oh, I'm just running a little department in Lungmen, helping people, well, with odd bits and ends, you could say. With me and my employees. Ak smiles as he waves with employees, as he also looks over, you see him loading a dart gun. Lee also puts a hand out and pretty much pushes the dart gun down, as if he's not trusting him to actually load it. Ak speaks up before Lee. I don't actually know. I think they were talking about basically methods of entry. One basically wanted to go loud, one basically wanted to go soft. I think Lynn wanted to go in stealthily into this place that had a bunch of, you know, the gangsters, dude. But Swire wanted to basically just get a bunch of Lungmen police to just go ahead and do it. But Lynn keeps on saying that there's people in there and that the Lungmen police aren't going to actually do anything that's going to keep their lives. And Swire basically said the fact that she's going to put operators at risk to do that. It's actually compelling arguments. It just sucks at the fact they're both stupid about this, if I'm being honest. Lee completely covers his mouth. Ooh, the mouth on this one. Don't say that out loud. They could fucking hear you. Thankfully, Lynn and Swire did not hear that. Schwartz replies back to Q, and she smiles. I'd love to. I just gotta make sure Ceylon is on Rhodes Island, Schwartz. I can go ahead and walk around. Everything will be fine. You can go ahead and have a drink. I can't be any more protective. I'm at at this place, right? But the lack of doctor. The doctor isn't the one that's keeping us safe. It's all of our friends here that's keeping us safe. Besides, I want you to enjoy yourself too, Schwartz. Schwartz basically looks over at Ceylon and bows very respectfully. Thank you, Lady Ceylon. Oh, it's so cute when you do that. Don't worry. Of course, you're welcome, Schwartz. Last member of Prestige family later. Didn't have. Maybe I can help. Like, honest to God, I would appreciate that help because they're going to kill each other. Jay here has basically just walked in because apparently he has a lot of sushi. Apparently he's here for one of his many side jobs. Lady to the left and right. Oh, yeah, they're both... Let's just say they're both rich. That would help out a lot. Yeah, man, you never heard of Lin Yuhiza and Swire? Oh, Swire's basically filthy rich. Last time when there was a, one New Year, she started throwing out red envelopes all over the streets. I heard that most of the Lungmen police picked them up, though. That sucks, but I swiped out a good 90 from most of the Lungmen police. Oh, it's hilarious, but you should probably be wearing more pockets if you're just going to start stuffing them into your, jacket. All it really just takes is a good, Lauren, not... Stop talking. You're digging a hole. That's you. That's you, by the way, Nento. That's absolutely you. And yes, Lynn is also from the I guess you can say the underground crime syndicate. Well, you would say, quote-unquote, crime syndicate as a thing. She hasn't necessarily committed crimes. They basically control the underground and whatnot. You can say that there's basically the society of government that protects the people, and then there's also the underground society of government that protects the people. It's just two different approaches. They often meet the borders. Their end goal is to help protect people, but they don't really like each other. Lynn never gets along with anybody. The only closest person I've seen Lynn ever get along with is actually, ironically, Hashiguma. Hashiguma being both sides. Chen would probably be the second most, though that's kind of a long shot, if I'm being completely honest. Oh, sometimes I just really wish, and I'm gonna be honest, and I really do wish this, that the two, all of them will just go and just take some time with Ling. Honest to goodness. I feel like they all need a good drink. And by good drink, I mean a very, very, very big amount of drink. Oh, Lee, can I have... No, you can't. I'm not letting you drink anything Ling gives you. You're too young for that. Oh, man. He pouts. You mean the one with the hat you don't know? Yes, but essentially their job here for Swire and Lynn, they just basically have a job that is basically done. It has a bunch of gangsters. They cut off from the underground and they're basically in the entire place. The LG, while the Lungmen police want to basically just storm in and take everyone down, Lynn is worried that the civilians in question will get hurt. It's basically a that's basically a two-sided coin. And don't worry, they're not... While I do say, I'm sure you people from Siracusa can somewhat relate to Lynn's side of the story. They're different. If someone wrongs one of them, they don't... It's not the fact they don't forget and hold a grudge. It's more or less the fact that they... Well, I guess you would say hold trial to a degree. Texas agrees. She nods with you, Giuseppe. Absolutely. I want no more of that life. I'm just glad Vigil is adapting well without of it. He seemed to be the one person that would crumble for that. Anyways, if you could do me a favor and figure out a way to help them come to an agreement... I don't want to be rude, but they haven't found an agreement. They're just kind of just insulting each other. I'm surprised they haven't started attacking. You can do that if you want to. Ak is currently writing them down. Lee looks over at the list and worry. "Oh, you don't need to write that down. No, that's... Yes, I do, dude. Listen, if the case they don't like me writing it down, they can just say something, can't they? I'm not. I'm not. I'm not saying something about this. Oh, please. I really want them to gain a resolution about this. Yeah, sorry about that. So walk slowly towards the couples, trying to come up with something. I'm going to ask you. No, you're fine. Schwartz looks over at Q, and Q, you see Schwartz basically seemingly a little flustered. I suppose we could. I do want to try some Lungmen meals at one point. Hey, OP. Oh yeah, Butler noticed. Welcome to Rhodes Island, Squire. Squire and Lynn immediately turn to you, Giuseppe, and say, "Not now!" And they continue doing the argument. They are very intense with this, to an entire point where they basically just cut you off and continue. They didn't even so much as look at you. They both put their hands to you as they're telling you to hold that thought. What's the wild ass line? Oh, shut up! Like you act like it's not the fucking worst. Like you act like it's the worst thing I've said on this. Mr. Nick, I was saying you two were talking about something about Lungmen. They both pause again and look over at you. Did... Hang on, give me a second, Lynn. Just let me talk to her. No. She's talking to me. I'm from Lungmen too. And she is I'm from the Lungmen Police Department. And I control as much as Lungmen as you do, Missy. So let me go ahead and talk to her. No, you fucking stuck up goddamn fucking rat. Oh, says the little cat with her chasing her tail around. And they both start, they both continue insulting each other. Ooh, they're really hard to get attention of. Would you like to roll me a persuasion check if you both would like to actually get their attention back? You can roll whatever you like to do for that is charisma based. Persuasion, intimidation, deception. However you guys like to do it. Deception? Interesting. Allie, do you want to go deception? Okay. What do you want to say? What do you want to say for your deception roll? Okay, so rally has someone to defuse people in this line hostage. Not sure what happens. More important that your local quarrel is important, however. It's just in place to make it work. So you should roll me a persuasion check, Giuseppe. DC 9. That passes, because that was at disadvantage for some reason. I don't know why that was on disadvantage, but that passes. Yeah, I forgot to switch. Yeah, you pass. They both pause and look at each other as they look over at Giuseppe. Who are you again? Rhodes Island Special Operations Teams? What? What? Have you ever heard of that, Squire? I mean, Lynn? No, I don't think that's ever... I think that's a new thing. Operation Landship Team. Let me just go out to ask the doctor. He can go explain everything. Yeah, I was going to go ahead and plan on giving him a call. He hasn't been picking up on mine. He must have been really swamped again. Oh, I wonder how much the cat pretty much dropped him. I wonder if the cat's out of the bag tonight. Eh? What do you mean, advise against that? Advise against that? Well, I'll say persuasion, except because you're not really, certainly basically, say, okay, now it's a deception check. DC, I was gonna say DC. I'll let it slide. Yeah, that's a success. They both raise their eyebrows as they look at you. I guess he's busy. If he's busy, he's busy. So whatever. Look, essentially. Well, look, if that means any consolation, what we're going to go do is that we have. While I think a meal does sound like a good idea, unfortunately, we have no time to eat a meal, so we have a job to do. I don't know where Hashiguma and Chen walked, but we have a job to do. Hashiguma promised to come help me. She is not here. I don't know where Chen is, but she's kind of annoying me by not being here. Hashi's a little busy, you see. She's kind of giving that gawk game going on. You know what I'm saying, bruh? Okay, no, seriously. You guys don't really know that, but she is, as far as you know, no way, speedrun, baby. Mission survive. Oh no, ain't no way. Ain't no way, dog. No clue about Chen? Alright. Look, I'm just gonna call the Lungmen police. We're gonna... No! We're not... We're not doing it that way. We're doing it this... We gotta blend in, you know? We have plenty of people that can do that. You two, how about this? How about you assist us with this? If you can figure out a way that's good enough to sneak in there, we'll take it. Because clearly, we've been here for 4 hours doing nothing. And so far, the nothing is kind of hurting us. Does Schwartz agree to go into the bar right now, DM? Sorry about that. I've been kind of missing it. But yes, Schwartz does accept going to the bar. Now Lee looks over and starts chuckling at Texas. Looks like they gotta go ahead and make a plan. I wish them the best. Texas looks over at the two and gives Giuseppe a worried look, as if she's not sure on a plan that will satisfy both of them. Sneak in if be it bait or an event. Lynn rubs her eyes. Bait and defense? We gotta go arrest them, but they won't leave the bar. Schwartz does look over at UQ, and she subtly nods. Sure, let's go. This is entrance, so I can move over it. The entrance is right here. Shout out to Sean for not using waypoints. Wait, listen. Listen, little Durin. Our issue is that we need to make sure that the citizens don't get hurt. This cat here says if we just throw the fucking sink at him, everything will work. I'm saying if we basically strategize this a little smarter, things should work. You two eventually do go into the elevator and disappear up into the elevator. Going to the bar, where you meet Chen. Damn, that sucks. Anyways. A better angle of the baddies? We're not planning on shooting them unless you want to shoot a normal civilian, unless as your plan all along. She raised an ally towards you, accusingly. Oh, small places inside this. Wow, that is a huge gun. Is that not banned anywhere? Goodness gracious, as one looking at it, I can already tell that this thing could possibly kill someone. What's it back with her? I thought you said something else. I thought you said edit or something. I'm like, huh? Sorry about that. Do-do-do. Presenting, yeah, but you don't understand. There are civilians in there. We're trying not to hurt them. To hurt civilians. I swear, if they meet you, if they meet you, one person that meets you gets hurt, I'm going to throw you off the tallest roof in Lungmen. That's why the force is not needed. We don't need the force if we don't plan on getting anybody hurt. We need a force if we plan on getting someone hurt. You got what I'm saying now? Oh, we talk about him. It's just she never agrees with even anything when I try to output. The other one disagrees. Excuse me. The things that I bring up are actually trying to be helpful, not something about calling someone some fucking rude thing. God, you're so useless. I swear. Completely lost. Well, you guys are trying to convince these two of a good plan to do their job. Unless you guys feel like ending for tonight, since we're seemingly low on steam and everything. Like I said, RP session. This is basically going to be the combat part of it. Filler, really. Admittedly, I'm starting to doze off myself, seemingly. They both look at you, look at each other. I start giggling. Oh yeah, because you're scary. Maybe if you're a patriot. Well, it didn't work. Okay, let's see. You tried to pretty much intimidate both of them. They both raise an eyebrow at you. Anybody want to help? Or give inspiration? Final call. Alright, Astro is giving you a reroll. Go ahead. No roll. Only advantage to Giuseppe. They both look at you and then look at each other and sigh and say, actually shut the fuck up for once, and look at you. They don't seem happy, but they shut up. Seems that their full attention is now to you, Giuseppe. Oh, she's horn. That is a challenge you're going to have to do. Next session. Let's see it next time. All right. I'll let you go ahead and resolve how you want to resolve the Swire and Lynn situation. He's probably gonna make that the last thing for tonight. I'm getting very tired, possibly due to lack of sleep I had the other night. Thankfully, I don't have to wake up at 7 today, so. At the same time, I also got habanero peppers kicking my ass. That's what they do. Note to self: serranos and jalapenos, never habaneros. The habaneros aren't. Jalapenos and serranos taste better. Spook them. Interesting. They both listen carefully, though they don't seem to be very big fans of what they're listening to. They still listen carefully. Seems like you guys have a plan. The both raise an eyebrow before they both collectively sigh. They don't seem to be terribly approving your idea, but we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I want to try at least see if your idea works. Persuasion check. Oh, you want a persuasion check? Go ahead. Well, you can give him advantage now. Nope. You can only give Giuseppe advantage because Giuseppe rolled first. Giuseppe, roll at advantage. That means roll again. Roll a normal at roll normal again. They both pause, look at each other. The uncertainty turned into somewhat curiosity as they look back at you. We'll give it a shot. You seem to be new and trustworthy. So, we'll be willing to negotiate. We don't normally let outsiders determine the stuff that we do, but we'll be willing to at least try this. It seems they have actually agreed to your somewhat, quote-unquote, idea. Something to make her see flawed, hilarious. I also want to pretty much with that, you seem to have convinced them of that idea, and for now we will end the session because it is 15 minutes up until 4 hours later, and I kind of gotta run over to the bathroom. I think this is basically this is a good point to stop, considering the fact we got everybody's long rest in for the moment. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I think it was really funny too. Custodio got a blowjob. Custodio claims, no, I don't want a blowjob. Yeah, shut up, you're getting a blowjob. You're getting sloppy top, you're getting the type shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying, bro? He's getting a blowjob. My
Hey.
man, finally.
I no longer
He-
have
he got what he-
depression. Yeah, you went back on the thing the Calcit went with you, so Hashiguma had to go with it. I better not see that shit again. Yeah, don't think I didn't notice. Alright. Alright. Stream, I hope you enjoyed this little thing that we all did. Guys, you guys want to say goodnight to the stream?
Good night to the stream. That was only me.
No,
Have
it's
a good
all-
night, stream. I forgot to mute my mic.
Oh.
I'll mute my mic.
I no longer have
Right.
depression.
Yeah, you better no longer have the fucking depression. We didn't just do all that shit for you just to say no to everything. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
let's
end the
go.
stream. Good night, stream.
Nice stream.
I'm hoping
Good
for
night.
I know this is
That's
really
it.
fast, but I kind of got